This week, John Wick takes on Jason Bourne. Let's get into it. Hey, how is everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is another versus video. Every week on Dark Side Reviews, we take our favorite characters from our favorite movies or TV shows and we put them against each other and we ask the question, who would win? So this week, you guys, it's a little bit of a change up. We're actually going to do John Wick against Jason Bourne and look at these two and ask who would win if these two were to come into conflict with each other. Now, we judged the fight by 6 criteria. Here's what they are: accuracy, speed, power, durability, temperament, and fight versatility. What kind of techniques do they bring to the fight? Alright, you guys, here we go. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy yourself and consider subscribing to the best community on YouTube when we're done. So, if we start out and we talk about accuracy. Now, when it comes to accuracy, it's really hard for me to give the edge to either one of these guys. I think that they're very, very much evenly matched. When it comes to accuracy with firearms and other use of weaponry, I think that these two are neck and neck, and I can't really say that I would give the edge to John or Jason in this one. I think that this one is a draw. Speed. Now, when we're talking about speed here, for me, without question, the edge goes to Jason here. When we look at some of his fights, and especially the speed at which he moves in close quarters, it does not compare to what John is doing. He is much faster than John when it comes to the execution of moves, especially when close quarter fighting. I definitely give this edge to Jason, but I'm curious to know what you think about this. And if you think it's John, please let me know why you feel that way. Power. But when it comes to power, the edge goes to John here. Now, I'm not saying that Jason doesn't execute some very powerful moves, because he does. But is it on the same level of John's? No, I don't think so. I think that John's types of attacks are power-based attacks built within how he fights. So I'm giving that edge to John. Durability. When it comes to durability, I've also got to give that edge to John. We've seen John take some major punishment in a lot of his fight scenes, and he keeps on moving forward. So in my mind's eye, there's no question that durability goes to John. I do want to say that I'm not taking into the account some of the specialized things that he has in terms of the gear. For example, I'm not taking into account the suit, I know, which repels bullets, but we're talking about just his ability to take impact, to take physical punishment, I think is greater for John. So that definitely goes to John Wick for me as well. Although I do want to say I respect Jason in this category because he has taken a lot of punishment as well, but not quite on the same level as Wick. Temperament. We're talking about temperament. I think both of these guys are evenly matched. Both of these guys are able to regulate and control their emotions in most cases during the fight. So for this, I think that these two would be even. Fight versatility. Each one of these guys are bringing the greatest number of tools or skills to the fight to be able to help them come out on top. Now, this one was tough for me, but when I think about it, I give this edge to John as well. And it's because of the versatility that he uses to chain so many different movements together. I think he brings a lot of different things to the fight that really gives him a little bit of an edge over Jason. Again, this is a tough category. I mean, let's face it, this whole fight is a hard fight because Jason is very versatile in his attacks as well, but not quite as much as John. I think he just has a little bit more in his fighting tool belt, and I think that he would be able to overcome Jason from the vantage point of just being more versatile in the types of attacks that we see him execute. So at the end of the day, I think that Wick comes out on top of this conflict, though it's a narrow victory. Like, he's like bloody, missing some teeth, right? But I do think that he comes out on top of this. This was a fun fight to do because these two are so evenly matched. But what do you think? Who do you think would come out on top if these two were to meet? And if you have any other fights that you'd like to see us do, please let me know in the comments so that we can make those happen. Guys, you are awesome as always. If you are new here, I hope that you really enjoyed yourself. You will consider subscribing to the best community on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's go to the next video.